I am Pathak sir from Modern English High School. My dear students, today I am going to explain chapter 6 for class 9 students. You see, this is lines and angles. Here, first of all, we are going to start angles. What do you mean by angle? Actually, where the two lines or line segments meet together, one structure is formed and that structure is called angle. Here you see AOB. How can you pronounce? You can write like that. Angle AOB. You see, O is the point of meeting of the two lines. One is OA, another is OB. O is in the middle. AOB. You cannot write. You can write like that. AOB. But some of the students may write. That will be wrong. Suppose somebody is writing OAB. It is wrong. Because O is in the middle. Where the vertex is there, that should be in the middle. Listen. In an angle, you are getting two arms and one vertex. Here, what are the two arms? OA and OB are the two arms and O is the vertex. Now you try to understand. Angles may be of different types. Here we are discussing the different type of angles, and when angle will be finished, then I will go in the line segments, etc. Types of angle. There are different types of angles you see. One is acute angle. That is called acute angle. Here you see acute angle. What type of angle you are getting? The angle more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called acute angle. Here you see this is acute angle. Here X is there. Suppose AOB is there. But X is what? X is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. For example, 60 degrees acute angle triangle, acute angle. 30 degrees acute angle. 10 degrees acute angle, because these all are less than 90 degree but greater than 0 degree. So you came to know acute angle means the angle which is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Now you see right angle. Right angle. Which angle is called right angle? You see. Here this is right angle. X. Here X is equal to what? X is equal to 90 degree. And angle of measure 90 degree is called right angle. Now, obtuse angle. Which angle is called obtuse angle? You see, one angle you will get like that, which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. This angle you see, this is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, so it is obtuse angle. Here X is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. How can you define? an angle of measure greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. For example, 120 degree. That is a kind of obtuse angle. Now, 4 number. You see another straight angle. In this case, what happens? Do you understand? This angle you see, this is an angle on the straight line. This is an angle on the straight line, so it is called a straight angle. That is 180 degree. 180 degree means an angle of measure 180 degree is called straight angle. After that you see reflex angle. Reflex angle. An angle greater than 180 degree is called reflex angle. For example, you see here this angle will be greater than 180 degree. An angle, you see, x is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. An angle greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called reflex angle. Suppose AOB is reflex angle. One thing is there. If this angle is known, suppose AOB means what? This angle is known, and then you have to find out reflex angle AOB. You can get by subtracting AOB from 360 degree. In this way, I have taught different types of angle. One complete angle also you will get, that is of measure 360 degree. In this way, I have discussed everything about angles. Once again I am narrating. You listen very nicely. What is angle? The structure formed at the point of meeting of two straight lines or line segment is called angle. What are the types of angles? I have discussed. There are many types of angles. For example, acute angles, an angle of measure greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called acute angle. Right angle, an angle of measure 90 degree is called right angle. Obtuse angle, an angle of measure greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. Straight angle, by name itself you understand. If an angle formed on the straight line is called, the angle is straight angle. Or you can tell simply, an angle of measure 180 degree is called straight angle. After that, reflex angle, you see the angle which is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. That angle is called reflex angle. My dear student, you understood everything about angle. Now, we should proceed vertically opposite angle. Whenever two line segments, suppose one line is like that, another is like that. So, you are getting vertically opposite angle. This is and this is vertically opposite angle. This angle and this angle, vertically opposite angles you are getting. So you understood vertically opposite angle. Should I rub it now? I think it should be removed from the board, and we are coming to the lines, different type of lines. Listen about the line segment I am telling you. What are called parallel lines? The two non-intersecting lines in a plane are called parallel lines. For example, these lines, what you can tell? Here, parallel lines. Remember, this line and this line, they are parallel. Why they are parallel? Because they will never intersect each other in a plane. Even you produce, they will never intersect each other. So, two non-intersecting lines in a plane are called parallel line. After that, intersecting line. Which lines are called intersecting lines? Intersecting lines. You see, one line is like that, another line is like that. You see, these two lines intersect each other, so they are non-parallel intersecting lines. Suppose one line is like that, another line is like that, but on producing, they will meet each other, so they will not be called parallel lines. So these two are parallel lines, these are intersecting lines. After that, for your knowledge, something I want to explain. Here you see, for the angles also something left. What are those? That I will discuss later on, or better I should discuss now only. So parallel lines and intersecting lines, it is very much clear. Now adjacent angles means what? Adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. You see, here two angles are there. Two angles are there. One angle is like that, OA. Another is and another ray is like that. It should be straight. This angle and this angle, they will be called adjacent angles. Why adjacent angles? Because both the angles have a common arc and a common vertex, so they are called adjacent angles. We will define like that. If two angles have a common arc and a common vertex, then they are called adjacent angle. Adjacent angles. I think you understood. After that, complementary angles. Which angles are called complementary? Listen. Complementary angles. Whenever sum of the two angles is 90 degree, then they are called complementary angles. If sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degree, then then the angles are called, then they are called, better you write, then they are called complementary angle here. Complementary angle. Now supplementary angles. You see, after complementary, you have to write supplementary angle. Angles. Whenever or when sum of the measures of two angles is 180 degree, then the two angles are called supplementary angle. So in this way you understood. Now, what do you mean by linear pair? Here you see one straight line is there, and on this straight line another line fall. For example, AB is the straight line and CO is another ray on this line. Now what happened? This angle plus this angle A plus angle B, you will get angle A plus angle B, you are getting 180 degree. Therefore, these two are called linear pair. Angles A and angle B are called linear pairs. Or you can take when the sum of the two adjacent angles, because they are adjacent only. So when sum of the two adjacent angles you are getting 180 degree, that means what? These angles are linear pair, because these two together make a straight angle, that means a straight angle. And one more thing I want to tell, AOB will be called collinear points. Why they are called collinear points? Because these 3 points lie on the same straight line, so they are called collinear. In this way, I have taught many things. Now we have to proceed little bit more. They are called axes. Here you see one axis is like that. Axis is already you know in the Euclid's geometry I taught you. Axis is that proposition or axis is that statement which is universal truth and no need of getting their proof. So one axiom I am telling you. Axiom. When a straight line intersects two parallel lines, or better one thing you do. First of all, you have to understand what are corresponding angles, what are alternate angles, what are interior angles. These things you try to understand. Okay. Here you see two lines are there. In these two lines, I am telling you angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. You understand L, M are the two lines and T is transversal. Why transversal? Because it intersects the two lines L and M. You see, first of all, corresponding angle. What do we mean by corresponding angle? You see, pair of number 1, corresponding angle. Corresponding angle, angles, or you can take pair of corresponding angles, same thing. You see, many pair you will take. You see, one pair, angle 1 and angle 2. You see, two lines and here is above, so here will be above. If here will be down, then here will be down, like that. Angle 1, angle 2. Again you see, angle 5 and angle 5, then angle 7. Pair of corresponding angles or corresponding angles. 3 number you see, 3 and then 4, angle 3 and angle 4. Now one more you see, angle 6. 6 is below the above line, so here 8 is below the below line. So angle 6 and angle 8. They are pair of corresponding angle. Which are pair of corresponding angle? You see, 1, angle 2, angle 3, then angle 4, angle 5, then angle 7, angle 6, then angle 8. After that, pair of alternate angles. Pair of alternate interior angle, or you can write alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angles. You see. Here you see, alternate means we understand like that. If you are drawing, then this angle will be alternate angles. If you are writing like that, then this angle alternate interior angles. So they are interior angles. Here you see, 5 then 4, 6 then 2. Here you see, angle 5 and angle 4. They are pair of alternate interior angle 2. They are pair of alternate interior angles. Then you see, pair of alternate exterior angle. Alternate exterior angle. Alternate exterior angle. You see here what you are getting, angle 1, then you are getting angle 8. Angle 1, this one, angle 1 and angle 8. Then you see angle 6, angle 2. Angle 2. Like that you are getting, angle, why I have written angle 3, then angle 7. Now one more thing, interior. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Suppose this is parallel line or any line and this is intersecting line. So this angle and this angle will be called interior angles. This angle and this angle, interior angle on the same side of transversal. So here you see interior angles on the same side of transversal. You see, this is the two lines and this is the transversal. So phi, angle phi and angle 2. They are interior angles on the same side of transversal. Again you see 6 and angle 4 are on the same side of the transversal, but they are interior angles. My dear students, in this way I have explained the lesson and I introduce everything. What is angle? What is it? What we can get different type of angles. Then lines, interior angle, exterior angle, everything I have explained. So in one class it is enough.